Good Packer Nation morning, everybody. It is, if you're in Central Time, it's about 9 o'clock, I suppose. I hope you are having a fantastic early Tuesday morning. I say early, and I guess the only reason I'm saying that, it's not that early right now, but I got up at about 5 o'clock, so I've already had my coffee. I hope you have a cup of coffee in hand. It's good stuff and get you through the day. But hey, Monday's behind us. We're already on Tuesday and we got a Friday game. So as you guys jump on, it is time for Packer Nation Roll Call. Let me know who you are and where you're coming at me from, and we'll do some shout outs as we begin the show and you guys get warmed up. Today's show is about the Packers defense. And I am going to give a shout out here because Ricky Soto came on a little bit late, I think he said yesterday, asked about the Packer defense, so that's what we're talking about today. Ricky, if you're out there, let me know. Philip is here. Good morning. Jesus is back. Hello. And I think he says hello to everybody because we're all family in Packer Nation. Who else is out there? Rebecca from California. Good to see you. Terry is in Louisiana. Ibn Jersey. Jersey? I'm not sure. Let's go Pack. Jacob is here. Our defense will help us go to Super Bowl 51. That's what we're going to talk about. And I can't freaking wait. Sean is here. Good to see you, man. Again, Dennis is here. Go Pack Go from Southern Cal. Jesus is in Texas and says his team's in Wisconsin. That's us, folks. Yeah, absolutely. Way to hold your own down there. Ryan, Logan, Jason, good to see you guys. Austin Adams is here from Fremont, California. We got a lot of people from California. I'm wondering if our folks from Sweden and Switzerland, and where's my friend Jared Dixon from Australia? Are you out there? I think he's moving into his night, so we will see if he gets on. Yola is here. Christine, Mike, and Brenda, Buren, Alish, good to see you guys. And I don't know, I'm sure it's one of you or whatever, but Jacqueline is here, Craig is here, and Daniel is here. Okay, guys, keep rolling it out, that's fine. But we do want to talk about the Packers defense. And Ricky Soto came on. I happened to go through the comments and I saw your comment. Oh, we got somebody from Wisconsin. Hang on a second. We got Braden, good morning, in Wisconsin. All right. Savannah is here from Phoenix, Arizona. But Ricky got on and asked my thoughts on the Packers defense. So number one, I thought I would throw out a question because I checked out ProFootballFocus.com, and my question to them, and they had the answer there, was how good was the Packers secondary last year? How did it rank against other secondaries? And sure enough, they had a top 10 list. Now, while we're getting warmed up, I'll do some more shout outs, but if you're out there and you've gotten on, you're listening, you know where we're at, let me ask you this. Where do you think the Packers secondary rated on Pro Football Focus in the top 10 list? What number? So you got a number between 1 and 10, 10 being the lowest, 1 being the highest. Where do you think the Pro Football Focus ranked the Packers secondary? So give me a 1, a 10, an 8, a 7, whatever number. Ned is here. Jared is here. Good to see you, man. He is back. Nathan says 8th. Austin says 3rd. Matthew says 5. Ryan 8. Austin nailed it on the noggin, my friend. Big shout out to Austin. Pro Football Focus had the Packers secondary at 3rd last season. Now, that may come as somewhat of a surprise, and the reason it might be a surprise is because the Packers defensive backfield gets no love. Tucker says 3. Shane said 5. Kyle said 1st. First in our hearts, of course. Dennis says 4. Very close. But the reason that... Does the Packers secondary get any press out there? Nobody gives us any press, but the Packers secondary was very good last year. Now, we are going to be missing Casey Hayward this year, right? However, Randall and Rollins are second-year players right now. The Packers have 3 interceptions already in the defensive backfield in 2 preseason games. I know it's preseason. Dana, shout out to you. You said number 3. I hope it wasn't after you heard, though, because that's being tricky. But the Packers secondary rated very highly. And really, my concern is not necessarily with the number as much as it is with the fact that we get no love, number one. And number two, we were quite good last year, But the third reason being, I think we're going to be better this year. I mean, Chris Banjo is playing good ball out there. Morgan Burnett was our highest rated as with Pro Football. Let me check the number here. Just give me 1 second, okay? Let's see here. Morgan Burnett was an 88.8, almost 89 on a defensive secondary that averaged 80.9 Pro Football Focus. And has Burnett, he's hardly seen the field yet. And we got Randall and Rollins back there. We got some kids jumping in that are going to make a difference. I got Tim. Tim is messaging me, and that's important. We're going to talk about that too in just a minute, because that's pretty exciting too. But the fact of the matter is that the Green Bay Packers defensive backfield is looking very good. Now, yes, I can be excited about just that because we've already got 3 interceptions in the preseason, but that's the preseason. Here's what kind of gets me stoked. So, Ricky, I'm glad you asked this question because I was talking about this with my son the other day. We have yet to put Clay Matthews and Julius Peppers on the field, folks. Give me a heart if you think it's pretty dang cool that the Packers have gotten 3 interceptions already in the preseason and have yet to put Julius Peppers and Clay Matthews on the field. That's pretty exciting because when the defensive pressure when they can really turn the screws on a quarterback, the errant passes go up. Even if it's not an errant pass, if it's a pass that's just a little too early, the decision made a little too soon, our defensive backfield is going to eat it up. Folks, we've got good things coming from our defensive backfield. This defense is looking good. Now, that's not to say there aren't concerns. All right? We have some concerns in terms of Kenny Clark, interior of the defensive line. I think Blake Martinez is doing a good job. But really, I think we're going to be fine in that regard. I think what's going to happen is Kenny Clark is going to take his time to develop. His skills are going to develop. He's going to be more comfortable with the defense, and he's going to be fine. I think Jared yesterday said he's going to cut the guy some slack, and I mirrored this as well. Let's cut the guy some slack. We're going to give him some time. Obviously, we're going to miss Pennell for the first 4 games, but if we can win out, especially that Vikings game is the one that bothers me, but if we can win out and find a way, so to speak, Kenny Clark is going to develop. Blake Martinez, he's going to make his mistakes. Make no mistake about it. Blake Martinez will make his mistakes. I don't know. That's a weird statement. But yeah, he's going to make his mistakes as a young player. But this defensive secondary looks like a real ball-hawking group. And then when we put Clay Matthews and Julius Peppers on the field, we're going to see some good things. It's going to be very, very cool. And again, last year, it was great, I think. Our defense developed as a group. They had to take the reins because our offense was faltering. And if our defense can pick up where they left off in the offseason last year, save for that final last defensive drive against the Arizona Cardinals, other than that, I think we're going to be doing fantastic. And then you look at our offensive side of the ball and the fact that we're going to really turn it on. There's a bunch of guys coming back. Anybody got a heart out there for me to see Jordy Nelson practicing in training camp yesterday? He didn't go out live, but he went out. Not only did he run his own drills, he had his helmet, he was suited up, but he also went out with the offense and did run-throughs with them. He was cutting, which is with an ACL is very big. And Jordy Nelson continues to show that he's hitting the benchmarks to get back on track and be ready to show all of those defenders, especially in the NFC North, that he is back and ready to stretch the field. We got Jared Cook, who can stretch the field or come underneath, has shown he's a weapon. We've got a log jam at third wide receiver because we know Randall Cobb's going to be the number 2. We got Ty Montgomery. We got Jared Abbrederis coming on. Devontae Adams had a very good game against the Raiders. A couple of very nice catches. Daniel says he's on track for week 1. And that's, I think that's key because yesterday we talked about this Jacksonville Jaguar team and they're no one to be trifled with in some regard. They've done a lot of work on their defense. Their offense is getting a little bit better. But my concern is with our Packers team, because we're holding so many veterans out, being ready for a full game in Florida. So we'll see how that goes, but I think we're going to be fine. And if Jordy comes back, makes a couple of catches, it's going to be great. Ned says, again, Jordy don't need to play every set of downs early in the season. Again, I will agree with that in terms of continuity with Aaron Rodgers. Here is my concern, which I'll reflect from yesterday. You have to play a lot of football to be ready to play a lot of football. Anybody who's been out on there on the field, especially if you've ever played an overtime game or been in an overtime situation, which I don't think is going to happen right off the bat, but you have to play a lot of football to be ready to play a lot of football. And that's the one thing you watch. You mark my words and you watch. The Packers' second half against the Jacksonville Jaguars, I am predicting right now, will not be as good as the first half. And the reason, now the one thing that might sort of bring that back is because Eddie Lacy is getting the proper reps right now. Because Eddie Lacy has to prove it, so he has to get out of the field. Which means Eddie Lacy will probably be in game shape by the time we play the Jaguars. So Eddie Lacy in the Jacksonville Jaguar game, watch him in the second half. If he can really turn the screws on these guys, I got a bunch of stuff coming in. If he can really amp it up, number one, we'll blow out the Jacksonville Jaguars. But number two, he'll show that he is ready to roll for 2016. I'm excited about that. But on the other side of the ball, I am concerned that we are not going to necessarily be ready for full-time gameplay. And that's a legitimate concern. So, guys, a lot of excitement for the defense. And if the defense can pick up where it left off, it's going to be a really exciting year for the Green Bay Packers. Because we know our offense is sort of primed. They're kind of ticked off, and they're primed because they're getting a lot of folks back. None more important than Jordy Nelson, of course. So great to see Jordy out there practicing on the field. He's got his helmet on. He's got his shoulder pads on. Randall Cobb described him as a kid in a candy store. Fantastic, folks. So a lot of good things going on. One of the good things I want to mention today as we sort of close out the show, I'm going to try to keep an eye on what's going on down here. If you need a shout out, let me know. There is one guy. Oh, I know who I wanted to mention. Sean Griffin yesterday. Are you on here, Sean? Sean Griffin is going to the game this week. So I just want to let everybody give Sean Griffin a thumbs up for going to the game. If you're going to the game, that's cool. If you're jealous, give him a thumbs up because I'm jealous. I will give you a thumbs up right now, Sean, because I'm jealous. I'm not going to get to this one. And I think this is going to be cool because you're going to see Aaron Rodgers for the first time. A lot of people out there giving you some shout outs, man. I hope you are on. You better be watching. Hey, there he is. Sean is here, man. Good to see you. All right, look at those thumbs up. These are for you, buddy. And when you get back on, let's hear some excitement from you because you're going to see Aaron Rodgers get out on the field. I don't think you'll see Jordy Nelson, but this is going to be a great season. And Sean says thank you to everybody. I'm sure you see that. Fantastic to see. Jared says, I'm jealous of everyone in America being able to watch the game. Jared, I think we might have a fix for you. I don't know if you're able to see the games at all. But we're going to try to help you out, man. We're going to do the best we can here, okay? So I'll keep you up to date on that. All right, guys, going into the middle of this week, and I'm expecting any minute now. I don't see Tim out there, but Tim is one of the guys. He messaged me while I was doing my live show. Tim is the Green Bay Packer Nation envoy to Las Vegas, Nevada right now, okay? Guillermo, what a cool name. I hope I pronounced that right. Says, first time watching the show. Good to have you on, man. Here's what we're talking about. We've got a new game coming out. Green Bay Packer Nation. We've bought the company. We think this game is going to be so cool, basically is how it goes. I have right in front of me right now. I talked about my cousin Trent in Wisconsin, Mauston, Wisconsin, at Thayer's Jewelers. Hi, Teresa. The world-famous Reggie is on with us right now. Good to see you. I've got the trophy for our league trophy on my windowsill right behind me, right here. And right now, Tim is going to be coming to my house here very soon. We're going to be outfitting him, taking him out on the town, getting him all outfitted to go to Las Vegas because Tim, representing Green Bay Packer Nation, will be one of the 2,500 first people ever to see this game, okay? Joshua is here. Good to see you. He says, hey, brother, and hey, Packer Nation. All right, good to see you, Joshua. Kristen Love from Minnesota. I'm trying to catch up on it. Kyle is here, says go, Pack, go. But what we're going to do is we're going to send him to Las Vegas because no one has seen this game yet. It's brand new, guys. It literally it has a name right now, but I don't even know the name yet. So we are going to keep you guys up to date on exactly what's going on. But a couple things about this game. Number one, this game is going to be played live. You're going to have fun with it while you watch your Packers. Number two, you will never have to choose another team than the Packers, the team you love, to play for or to root for or any of that crap like fantasy. This game is created by the former creative director of from EA Sports over Madden, NCAA football, and NASCAR. So this is going to be the real deal, guys. We are going to bring it to you direct, okay? So I'm going to give you a whole lot more information. I am so tempted right now because I want to show you our trophy for our league leader at the end of the season will win the GPN trophy. Our motto is get the ring. And we want to make a trophy that reflects that and will be something special. And I think we've pulled it off, to be quite honest. But I want to get more information about the game, guys. So one thing I want to do, this is just an informal poll. If you're still with me, let me ask you one question, okay? Give me a thumbs up if you are down, because I can get early registrations for this game. But it's by invitation only, folks. I have to do them one at a time. Give me a thumbs up if you're interested in early invitation to this game. And what it will do is it will actually give you a heads up when the game comes out. It will also give you a chance to earn early bonus points and things like that. And I can't give you a whole lot of specific information, but you'll be able to probably earn tokens. Okay, I'm seeing everybody out there really wants to see this game, okay, is basically what I'm seeing. Ned says, sure. I'm going to give you more information after this coming weekend, and maybe as the weekend goes along, I'll get you more. But I am going to make it possible and also make it very easy for you to sign on and get early registration for this game because it is clear to me that you guys want to see this. And I am so stoked because I want Packer Nation to be represented in this game. We are going to be taking on Dallas Cowboy fans. And again, you don't have to root against your team. It will be all Packers if you're a Packer fan. And I am so looking forward to this. All right, Sean, sounds good, man. I'll get you info. Andy says, what console? This is going to be on any phone, okay? This is an app, Andy, and it's going to be free. There will be in-app purchases you can make to give yourself a head start if you want to smack talk your friends and win out. But it will be free, and there will be freemium play, which means you can interact with ads and get the tokens to play the game, okay? So this can be played by your children, and they're going to love it, and they're going to learn more about the Packers and learn more about pro football and pro sports. If you're out there, maybe you're a girlfriend or a guy friend of a guy who's a Packer fan, and you don't necessarily know a lot about the game, but you want a way to interact more with the sport because, you know, it's a team that maybe your boyfriend loves or your girlfriend loves. This is going to be a great way to do it. You can come in as a beginner, intermediate, or expert. It's really going to be fantastic, and I'm totally excited. I'm really trying to curb my enthusiasm because our trophy is literally sitting right here. And Trent Thayer, are you on there, man? If you're on there, give me a shout out right now because I want to talk for a little bit. I don't know if you got on or not today, but it's going to be really cool. And frankly, I will tell you this as far as whoever wins my league, the GPN league, will get on this show right here, right now, and smack talk everyone that they beat, okay? So it's going to be really cool, guys. Daniel says he's looking forward to it. Jeff Hayes says Packers DB will be the next. Yes. Jeff, the freaking Packers DBs don't get any love. Look at the interception that Micah Hyde had in the first preseason game against the Browns, okay? But we've got tons of stuff going on. Braden, yes, I do stream every day, sometimes in the afternoon on Saturdays, and I will be streaming before the games on Sundays. Now, folks, if you, many actually of you out there have said you're not getting notified when I'm getting on live. So here's how you do it. What you have to do is tap on the screen during the live video, and it'll pop up, and you can actually follow the feed, and it will give you notifications for when I jump on. So that's how you do it. You can actually also unfollow me there. If you don't want to get the notifications, I totally understand. That's no big deal. Legion of Boom. Thank you, Jeff. Yes, the Packers defensive backfield, the new Legion of Boom. I like it, buddy. That sounds pretty good. And Jeff, I want to see you on this new game we're doing, because I think you're the kind of guy that might just win this trophy that I have sitting right down here that I can hardly curb my enthusiasm and not show you guys right now. It's going to be really awesome. Okay, but I will get all of that information to you. It's coming really fast. But again, keep in mind, this game has never been seen before. Not only that, but the people who are creating it kind of don't want it to be seen before, because it's going to come out and it's going to go viral immediately, okay? And Packer Nation, from right here, you guys are going to be there when it starts, before anyone else knows about it. When all your friends are like saying, oh, hey, did you hear about this new game? You're going to be saying, heck yeah, I'm the one, I was on it before it even came out, basically, okay? All right, cool. Dana calls me a tease. It's totally true. I resemble that remark, unfortunately. But I promise you, I'm going to deliver on this one. We're going to give you real information. And the reason I don't have it is because this thing is seriously right now being beta tested. Okay? So it's pretty cool. Terry out there, all right, I got to read this one. This is the good smack talk of the day. Quote of the day, Terry Haney says, can't wait till that trophy is in my man cave. Listen, you're going to have to pry it out of my cold, dead hands, my friend, because I plan to keep it here. All right? It's going to be awesome. Good to see you guys. I'm going to sign off for now because I'm going a little bit long. I think I got all the shout-outs I want. I did want to say hi to Sean Griffin, of course, because he's going to the game. It was great to see you guys interact with him tonight, and I can't wait. I'm so excited for you. I don't know if it's your first time, Sean, but you are going to love Lambeau Field. It's freaking awesome. See you later, Ned. Good to talk to you today. Ricky Soto, great question for us. A chance to talk about the Packers defense that could be very special. And it is Tuesday, guys. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We are going to be rolling into a Friday game. It's a late game. Packers versus the San Francisco 49ers, and seeing Aaron Rodgers on the field for the first time in a long time, folks. You have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Guys, Packer Nation, get the ring. Talk to you later.